So you want to start a successful YouTube channel. You have the vision, you have the ideas, you know the opportunities a YouTube channel can provide for you. I was able to actually build multiple YouTube channels. You can see I have my plaque right there and another plaque on the side right there. I'm gonna share with you guys how I did it, and hopefully this video can inspire and you can learn from it. So first things first, when I got started, I always had a vision with my content. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So I did gaming. Gaming for me, I was a kid. I started at 15 years old, and it started off with me just having that vision. You're gonna have to have that vision before you even get started. If you don't know what type of content you even wanna make, how are you gonna get started? It's almost impossible to get started. You need to understand that, okay, I wanna create this type of content and genuinely enjoy doing it. It has to be almost like a passion for you almost. A lot of content creators are very successful because that's their passion. I knew I wanted to be a content creator, and the first thing I did, I just started live streaming. I think live streaming for a lot of people can help ease you into the content creation process. A lot of people think, man, I gotta just crank out the most high quality, crazy videos, make 50,000 different shorts, when that's just not the case at all. Live streaming, I would argue, is more effective than creating 50,000 different videos or shorts using AI and just automating it all. Live streaming for me, I would say, was probably one of the best things I could have done when getting started, especially at like 0 subscribers. I literally had like 1 viewer the entire time, but guess what? I was engaging with them. That 1 viewer turned into 2 viewers, then into 3, then into 10, then into 50. And it happens gradually. It's almost like a snowball effect. You're building that community, you're building that connection with your audience. And that's exactly what you want to do whenever you are creating content. You want to have that connection with the viewer. You want to actually be speaking to them. You don't want to just be like a bot. Like straight up, who would want to watch a robot like talking to people? That's just boring. It's like no personality. Who cares? Like, I'm bored. I started off live streaming personally, and from there I started just creating videos, videos about just random stuff. So the games I would play, I would make tutorial videos on it. I'd make gameplay videos on it. I'd do showcase videos, just random stuff, whatever you feel like you want to create. Having that initial boost from the live streaming that I did to go along with it, it really helped boost my videos in the beginning. Instead of having 0 people leaving comments and stuff, 0 people engaging with my stuff, okay, I at least had my 1 viewer who was loyal to me in my streams. I had another viewer who was also loyal to me in my streams. They would always leave comments, and they would always almost like motivate me to, keep making content. I feel like a lot of people struggle with burnout, partially due to they just limit themselves in the content they're making. Like, if you want to make cooking content, make whatever you want about cooking. Like, it could be baking, barbecuing, shoot, recipe reviews, collaborations with other, channels. If I had to redo this all over again, I would not limit myself to one specific type of content. It's not like it's not producing results, right? You get a video that blows up and you want to keep sticking to it, but what ends up happening is you're gonna lose that sense of authenticity that your content had to offer in the first place. So now you feel like, dang, no one's gonna watch me unless I only post this type of video. You don't wanna end up like that. Don't limit yourself. Don't feel like you can't post about it just because, oh, it may not get views, so it's not even worth it. My audience don't even watch it. Bro, content creation is about you. You want people to watch you for you. I would say in the beginning, that's one of the main things I did. Straight up, I would always be just experimenting with my content. I didn't care if people watched it or not. I didn't care if it got 100,000 views or 10,000 views. If there was a video I wanted to make, I just made it. And that's what most of you guys should start adapting in your strategy. Don't think of, oh, I have to make this perfect video. It has to have the perfect editing, the perfect thumbnail. Dude, just make the video if you want to make the video, straight up. Don't overthink it. That's another thing. A lot of people, when they get started, they're overthinking. Back then, especially I was a kid, bro, I didn't care. I just straight up did it. If I thought it looked good, I was gonna share it. I didn't care. The best part about it is when you are authentically being yourself, you think other people are gonna be judging you and stuff, when in reality, you're actually gonna have a lot of people who are supporting you. I made some weird content back then. I'll keep it a buck, I did. But I had a lot of like people who just enjoyed that weirdness, that weird vibe. Like, even though it wasn't, normal, it was just me kind of expressing myself, being, having crackhead energy is what some people like to call it. But people really resonated with that. They found it funny, and I was able to connect with them on a deeper level. That's what separates the successful creators, like at the very top, with the ones who just are struggling to even get views because they're just trying to copy everyone. They're not trying to be themselves. They're not trying to add their own uniqueness to things. Like, I have to do X, Y, Z. I can't do anything else. I just have to stick to one type of plan, and this plan it works for other people, so I'm gonna just stick to it and it'll work for me. No, that's not the case at all. You need to be authentic to yourself. You need to make authentic content. That's the only way you're ever going to be successful. That's how I was able to be successful. And of course, I could talk about, analyzing the metrics and, oh, you need good AVD and good CTR and all this stuff. But in reality, that stuff just comes with it. Like, you're gonna have good AVD if you have a good loyal audience that likes to watch you for your content, for you. That AVD will be high, like, just naturally. That's just naturally gonna happen. You're gonna get good clicks because you're gonna be creating unique content that's unique to your personality, not content that you're just copying from other people because it worked for them. And, oh yeah, I'm gonna just mimic this and be like a robot and do exactly what they did so I can get all these views. No, that's exactly how you actually get lower CTR, is by just straight up just copying people, because it's like, why would I watch you? I can watch the person who already did it and they're doing it better. They have a more, I can actually connect with the person, the originator, a lot better than I can connect with you. There's a difference between copying and taking inspiration. So as I was getting successful, of course, I would take inspiration from other successful people, you know? It's kind of what you have to do, right? So I would look at their channels and I'd be like, oh, dude, this dude made a cool video idea. I want to try to replicate it, but I'm going to do it my way. I would take inspiration from the idea, but I wouldn't copy. I wouldn't do exactly what the dude was doing. I would put my own twist to it. I'd make it my own unique thing. That's actually how I blew up. I got a few trending videos from it on YouTube. Like, if you don't know, YouTube has a trending page. They put videos on there that are doing insanely well. They're performing pretty well. I had a few videos on there because of it. Another thing I do want to talk about too is trend hopping. Now, there's a difference between trend hopping and you literally only make content based on trends. If you want to be a successful YouTuber, don't get me wrong, you should be at least trying out some of the new trends, like staying up to date with modern, you know, what's going on in the world. If you're not, you're wasting so many different opportunities. That's actually how you're able to get the eyeballs onto your content in order to actually, you know, skyrocket your growth exponentially. This is where I mentioned earlier, where you don't want to stick to one type of content because it's blowing up your videos. That's how you fall off and die. I've seen it happen too many times where people literally hop on a trend, they ride the trend, they milk the crap out of it, and guess what? The trend ends, their channel dies, no one cares about them because they're not making the trendy content. That's why authentically being yourself, it may take longer to grow, straight up. It may take, you know, a year, may take 2 years, who knows? But I will argue, in the long term, you're gonna have the best results out of anyone who's just straight up just hopping on a trend and copying other people and not authentically being yourself. And guess what? You're not gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna enjoy the content that you're making. And on top of that, you're gonna just love YouTube. You're gonna love the community that you built up. Also, hop different platforms. You don't have to just stick to one platform whenever you have this audience who wanna watch you for you. You can go on multiple different platforms. So if you wanna make a Instagram account, I don't know, you have a YouTube right now. Let's say you wanna make an Instagram, a Twitter, and all this, you can hop different platforms because people will know who you are and they will resonate with who you are authentically as a person. If you think of your favorite creators right now, chances are they're probably just authentically being themselves. Now, some people don't know how to express themselves on camera. So for example, some people are way better at just directly reading from a script and just line by line. Me personally, I can't do that. That's not authentically who I am. I can't speak like that. I'm more of a person who just, you know, give me a topic and I just speak for hours. That's just how I work. However, some people can literally read a script and that's just how they are. They can easily read a script, read it all out, and they know exactly, you know, how to convey that message and still connect with the audience. I can't do that personally. Not everyone can do the direct camera style. Not everyone can do the crazy B-roll all over the place. You just got to find out what your content style is, whatever authentically speaks to you, because ultimately that's how you're going to grow. I keep nailing this message down because you guys really have to understand that successful YouTubers, most of the time, especially if they have a long track record of, you know, history on YouTube, they are authentically themselves. They genuinely enjoy what they're doing. They're passionate about it, and the community they built, they also are passionate about what content the creator is making. They want to watch it because they're growing with that creator. They're seeing them, you know, evolve pretty much. And that's the beauty of content creation. Don't get too caught up in the metrics. If you do that, you're literally just gonna hate your life because it's like, man, I just uploaded a video, got 0 views. Dang it, like this sucks. Or got 2 views, whatever, bro. Like, you're gonna hate yourself, like straight up. You're just gonna be like, dang, you're not gonna feel good enough. So don't focus on the metrics and honestly, just enjoy the journey. Whenever you're doing content creation, you already know so many opportunities are going to open up for you. You're going to meet a lot of new people. You're going to build up a community that you're going to enjoy talking to on a day-to-day basis. I would say just don't take it for granted and really make sure you enjoy the journey. It's going to be hard. You're going to have some times where it's like, dang, I don't want to do this anymore, but you just got to push through and continue just being yourself, posting the content daily or weekly or monthly, however often you want to post, and continuing to grow your community. And I will say content creation is not for everyone. There's some people who are watching this who would be amazing content creators, and there's some people who are watching who probably would suck at content creation. They wouldn't be able to do it. It's not for everyone. I will just straight up say that right now. But if you believe you have that vision, you know exactly what it's going to take for you to get there. You understand, you know, the opportunities content creation can bring, which, to be honest, most of you guys have that. The people who can't do content creation are honestly the ones who don't want to do it. They don't care about being creative or being authentically themselves. They just want robot personality. I want to do this, and I want to get results. The ones who aren't afraid to be themselves and just post and be authentically talking to their community about whatever they want, whatever they feel like they want to talk about, however they want to help them grow, those are the ones who have it in them, which I'm going to be honest, most people have that. If you don't have that, I mean, content creation probably isn't for you, but